moldy closets.
You know how a lot of times things have to get worse before they can get better? Well, we're in that get worse stage. Spent my birthday money on a couple things to just improve our lives.
Some say I'm living in the moment. I say motion, I ain't got no potion.
We're ready. So I'll show you that we actually have an aft cabin. Who knew?
I'm Carly, and this is Brady. In early 2020, we sold our house and most of our possessions and took our first big leap into living our vagabond dreams. We recently hiked 800 miles of the Appalachian Trail, and now we are purchasing a sailboat to start sailing around the world, all while capturing a creative journal of the journey. We hope to inspire you to live your own dreams. Subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Good morning. So I have realized that I have lots of footage of B-roll and no actual explanation of anything that's going on. So let's talk about some of this and see kind of a rundown of the little bit of footage that I filmed while Brady's mom was visiting with us, and then the days after that, kind of leading back up to now, almost. So one of the things we did while Brady's mom was here was go to the Jamestown Settlement Museum. Not the actual Jamestown city like ruins that are still there, but the museum. And this was really cool. We had not previously done this, and there was a lot of really cool information and all of that. But the big draw, especially for Brady and I, was the really cool looking sailing ships that they had recreated and moored outside the museum. They had the 3 ships recreations of them to the best of their knowledge based on the tonnage and the carrying capacity and other discovery ships of the time. So the Susan Constant, the Discovery, and the Godspeed. The Godspeed was closed. They were going to be sailing that ship. Actually, that is happening in a couple of days. They are sailing that ship from the Jamestown Settlement Museum to Norfolk for some sort of festival, which, if you're in the Norfolk area, would be really cool to see. We went on the Discovery. It was less crowded than the Susan Constant, because the Susan Constant is big and everybody wanted to go on that ship. We went on the Discovery and just chatted with the crew just about like what they do and all of that sort of stuff. If the boats actually move, we didn't know if they actually could move. They can. They can actually sail, which is really fun. And then we watched them raise the mast, which is now the footage, not the mast. We watched them raise the mainsail, which is the footage you'll see now.
All right, away.
While Brady's mom was with us, we tried to jam-pack as much in as we could. We did a little morning at the beach. We went to Williamsburg, Yorktown, and Jamestown. Did the Colonial Parkway Drive, saw all of that history. Just tried to see what was around and what we could while we had a car and with her being with us. We also did a day trip to DC. And since it was just a day trip and it was, I think, like a total of 6 hours of driving, we picked one thing to do while we were there, and we went to the Natural History Museum, which was very cool. I took so many pictures of the dinosaur bones for our godson Walter because he likes dinosaurs. So that's pretty much all I took any pictures or footage of is the dinosaurs, but you know. We did a quick trip to DC. The 3 of us, none of us had ever been before. So now we've all been and got to enjoy that. We went on Tuesday because we realized Monday was Memorial Day and it would have been insane. But I'm still not quite up for the crowds and it was still quite much for me. But I did the best I could and we did get to see it, which was really cool.
Robbie was here, Brady and her have just left to take the rental car back and get Robbie to the airport. She's headed back home today. And I'm here on the boat, and it is a hot one. It's definitely the hottest day we've had yet in this area this go round. Earlier it was 97 in the boat. We turned the air conditioner and all the fans on when we got back, and it's now 95 in the boat. But it is hot. It's very hot. We do have a new water pump. If you have watched previously, then you will know that we've been having some issues with our water pump for our air conditioner slash heater. So we thought we weren't going to be able to run it, and we're gearing up to have an open boat year all summer. But it's hot. It's really hot. There's no wind today at all. So it's warm. We've got the AC running. The water pump on it, which is the seawater pump, is going out. It definitely needs to be replaced. It is sounding better right now, but it's, by the time we were done running the heater in winter, which it is a both reverse cycle, it does heat and air, it was sounding really bad. So we have ordered a new pump. It has come in, it has arrived, it's here, but we've not done the work yet. When we got back to the boat from our time in Oklahoma with Robbie, it was cool. Like, we actually turned on our little space heater because it was very cool, very comfortable, a little bit chilly, and yeah, now it's a lot hot. See this shine on the forehead? We went into DC yesterday, which was fantastic. It was a day whirlwind, a lot of driving, like 6 hours in total, and very short trip, but we went to the Natural History Museum, and now we've all three been to DC. Didn't do all the things, but in one day you can't expect to do a whole lot. So now to cool off and gear up. I need to do some editing. Got to get a video out tomorrow because it's been 2 weeks now with no video. Got to get on that for tomorrow. And the boat is just a mess. Because you know, when you've got like family or friends staying, you get behind on the things because you don't want to spend your time doing dishes, or, well, we've been doing dishes, but keeping up with laundry and everything else. So it all just kind of gets stockpiled. And we definitely need to do all of that. And it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It was definitely making Brady very grumpy earlier. He was getting very grumpy last night and this morning, just because of all the stuff. The heat probably has something to do with it too. He doesn't fare very well in the heat. He gets grumpy. Okay. So with all that, I think I'm gonna take a 30-minute power nap. Now that I have all these things that I've just told you about that I need to do, but I'm hot. I need to chill for a second and then start on the mess. And it's my goal to get a nice chunk of stuff done, so when Brady gets back to the boat later, to be noticeable when he gets back that a chunk of stuff has been done. But I'm gonna need a little power nap first, so I'm gonna do that now. Do a power nap. And try to do a bunch of stuff.
The temperature here on the boat has been quite a bit hotter, and here lately have been some potential stormy days, so it's been pretty muggy as well. And there was one day that it was very hot, dead calm, and then all of a sudden the boat was kind of just laid over on its side against the dock a bit as we got hit with like a wall of wind. And so I went outside and looked at the storm blowing in, and it was, I mean, it was beautiful and powerful. The sun was setting and the storm clouds were coming in, and it was just, it was beautiful. It's been a crazy couple of weeks for us, just with going back to Oklahoma and trying to see everybody while we're there in a like 9-day period, then coming back to the boat, having Robbie here and doing so much exploring and all of that, that we've been quite exhausted and quite in need of a break. So just trying to do that the best we can. It's particularly hard now that it's getting so hot, and that means it's getting hot on the boat. I've actually ordered a sunshade, and yeah, see if we can make the boat more comfortable in the extreme heat. That's kind of what we've been up to. It's been a little bit hectic, that's why we had 2 weeks off of no videos, trying to get back on track and get those out for you guys. And also we're trying to do some relaxing and recouping from so much socializing and just, yeah, taking a bit of a break. But gonna be getting deep, elbows deep in some boat work here soon, so you have that to look forward to. See you next time. Bye.